The build show today is on the road, guys. I'm visiting my friends at Thoughtform up in Boston, and I just toured a gorgeous custom home that's almost done. I actually can't take video on a lot of the house, but this is one area that I can take video of. And I got to tell you, this mechanical room is one of the most gorgeous mechanical rooms I've ever been in, and there's some interesting takeaways in here as well. So today's build show from the attic on the third floor, all about mechanicals. Let's get going. All right, guys, so third floor mechanical room. You can see we've got windows right here. This is obviously part of the air-conditioned envelope. We do this all the time down in the south because we don't have basements. A little more unusual to see that up here in the north. And the beauty of a conditioned attic, well, there's a lot of beauties of it, but one of the big beauties is I've got some storage space, right? I could have my holiday decorations up here, my Christmas tree that's getting stored or whatever. But I love how the Thoughtform guys, I'm sure in conjunction with the architect, turn this into a dual space where you've got all your mechanicals, but you've got great access to them just with an easy step ladder. And then we've got also great storage. So let me show you a couple details and a couple things that I think are interesting. They're not quite done with the house. And I thought this was interesting. Look, they're going to paint all the ductwork black, the silver foil insulation. If this was an unconditioned attic, would be wise because it would act as a radiant barrier, but you don't need it. I think it's really cool how the HVAC contractor labeled everything. I love seeing that. I wish that I would have done that on my house, and I would highly recommend that if you're building, labeling that. You're also going to notice all the ductwork in here is all rigid duct. I'm not seeing any flex, and I'm a huge fan of rigid ductwork. The rule that I've kind of followed over the years is we want to run all our trunk lines, all our supply lines in rigid. And if we need to transition to flex duct for the last 10 feet, sometimes that can quiet down the airstream, and that can be a good compromise. And if you need to, for cost reasons, run some flexible duct, do that on the return side of the system where you're not as worried about future cleaning and that sort of thing. Whereas the supply lines, you really want to be able to clean those. You want that duct to last a long time. You want to have good air sealing. Rigid is the way to go. Now their HVAC system up here, all Mitsubishi. I'm a huge Mitsubishi fan. And if you zoom in here, you can see that most of these units up here are what they call medium static pressure ducted. I use this in a couple places at my house. And what's nice about these is they're probably blowing like 500-600 CFM, something like that. And so now you can zone your house really well. So like it looks like this unit here is going to a guest bedroom. So probably guest bedroom, bathroom, closet, something like that. And there's just a little bit of ductwork associated with that. And now we can do a really good job zoning our houses. There's also, it looks like some high static pressure units maybe up here as well. Those two are medium static. I don't know, maybe not. I saw that in another part of the house. But what's really cool about this house, and you don't see it very often, is this right here. This is a branch box from Mitsubishi, and you can see all the different Freon lines coming into the box. A couple Freon lines coming in, a bunch going out. This is basically a commercial style system, and probably they have a city multi, possibly even three-phase on the outside that's going to be the heat pump for these Freon lines. There's no gas involved in this system at all. It's only heat pump. And what's really interesting about this system in particular, that's really more of a commercial design, is that it can heat and cool differentially. So this unit right here going to, let's say the master bedroom, could be on cooling mode, whereas the baby's room right over here could be on heating mode. And this system is smart enough to run both at the same time. And not only do that, but do it very, very efficiently. Mitsubishi is known for their variable refrigerant flow technology, which means they can ramp up and down on how much that compressor is working and how much output and tonnage it has. So if part of the house is not being used, it can run on half speed, it can run on quarter, it can run, I think, I'd have to verify this with Mitsubishi, but somewhere down to like 15%. Now, there are some other manufacturers that make some systems like this. Daikin, I've heard really good things about those guys. They make some. I believe LG does as well. I happen to have used a lot of Mitsubishi myself, and had some good success. But there's others that can do that as well. The other thing that I thought was cool over here is they've got a remote bath fan, a bath exhaust fan. So none of that noise will be in the bathroom. That'll be all here in this mechanical room. And there's also a couple humidifiers. You know, we're in Boston. I don't know how much you'll need these on a larger house. They may not be as necessary. But long story short, I wanted to give you a quick tour. I thought this was such a fabulous idea of having a kind of a dual purpose mechanical room on the third floor. I'll put a link in the description below for Mitsubishi, for my friends at Thoughtform. Really, really cool house, and love to see this house being used with all heat pump technology, even though we're in a cold climate. Heat pump technology has really come a long way, such that a lot of this equipment's getting full capacity, full BTU heating capacity, even as low as -5 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Heat pump technology has gone to the next level. Anyways, guys, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button below if you're not currently a subscriber. We've got new content here every Tuesday and every Friday. And sign up for the link in our newsletter. We actually have 10 new videos a week over on buildshownetwork.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on The Build Show.